Oh, goodness gravy. I just realized that it wasn't recording.
Oh no.
But it's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
This was not difficult.
Nope.
No, not at all. I'm just going to go over this. I'm just going to talk it through again. So we sewed 4 pieces, the sleeves. 2 of the sleeves and 2 of the sleeve linings. So we created our sleeve linings, sleeve lining number 2, then sleeve 1 and sleeve 2. We also pressed down our seam lines, and we also went from notch all the way to notch. And it's okay if it went from one notch to another notch to another notch to another notch. It's totally fine, because all we're doing is making sure that we are able to gather the sleeve. That's all it is. There's no wrongs in this. So now, how are yours looking?
I have a thread issue, so I'm fixing that.
Cool. All right.
And I'm about to do the second side since I had an issue with that. But we're on our way.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm going to use my handy dandy tool to just press down the seam lines of my sleeve linings also.
What is happening here? Oh, lordy, lordy. I had a nest and I didn't know.
Oh, no.
No wonder that was getting funky. Okay.
You had a little birdie in there?
I sure did.
I had some little excess threads right there.
Oh no, what is happening?
Uh-oh.
I never understand why this happens. Okay, like I do. Let's just rethread everything.
Okay, go down, breath it out. So now I have the sleeve linings. These are pressed out. And the sleeves are pressed out and they have the gather stitches.
Am I? And now maybe even more.
Yeah.
And he's able to do it all the time and he's really likes it. So, I mean, your job is like amazing. You know, we're running the costume shops, but until we get back in there.
Yeah. We got to figure out other things to do.
I mean, I'm sure how's like Etsy stuff, mask sales. Have they, I feel like masks, like, you know, there's the mask fads and then I just always wear my N95.
Yeah, now it's kind of difficult because there aren't too many, like there are so many different mask makers and mask sellers that it's like the I guess the market is beyond flooded,
Yeah.
you know? So it's just kind of like, oh, well, whoever, I don't know, whatever people base their mask wearing on, you know, is what people are gonna buy, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Like I remember in the very beginning last year, like my sales shot up like 400% basically.
Wow.
Because I guess I jumped on it really fast. I was like, oh, people are gonna need to wear masks. And so I was like, oh, I'm creating masks for toddlers and I'm creating masks for, you know, bearded men, and I'm creating masks, you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, totally.
it wasn't just like normal adult masks. It was other masks that other people are gonna also need, you know what I mean? So like I'm creating these clear vinyl masks, but my first version, I think it looks kind of too homemadey, so I'm gonna redo it.
Cool.
But yeah, so that way you can see when people are talking to you, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's really, I have a client who's a speech therapist, and she talks about how much people rely on seeing each other's mouths, you know?
Yeah, completely. And it's weird even like because with Tiger, when we talk to him through the mask, he's just kind of like,
Where's that coming from?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then when we talk to him at home, then he's like, la, 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 you know? so, so yeah, I'm just like, oh, I think maybe I'm thinking if they come out right, my next test, then I'll just make them all for his school. So maybe the teachers will wear them, you know?
Great.
They
And that's a good
want.
way to get word out there too, you know?
Yeah, they like all the teachers. I feel so like, oh my God, the kids can't see your face, you know, the kids
Yeah.
can't see their lips when they're moving, just their eyes. So I'm like, the kids are only gonna know this, you know what I mean? They're not even gonna know. They're just gonna see people's eyes moving. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you want smiles to be associated. You can hear a smile, you can
Yeah.
see it in the eyes, but I don't think when you're a little kid you know it as much, you know?
No. Yeah, no. That's what's so difficult. So yeah.
Oh.
But so how you doing? You good? You feel better about your
Ready to gather.
Yay, ready to gather. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put the camera back on the sewing machine. So this part, just get this out of the way. I had my tea, gotta get it out of the way.
Oh yeah, I need more.
Okay.
Yours looks so nice compared to mine. It's all right.
Mine has some they're not skip stitches, but I can tell that my sewing machine needle needs to be replaced because
Oh,
my bobbin threads are starting to pucker up. Can you see that? How they like pucker up a little bit every once in a while?
yeah. I see.
That's because the sewing machine, the needle needs to be replaced. It's a little bit dull. So it makes like the timing off a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it starts to pucker up like that. So yeah, I gotta replace that thing. So let's do a sleeve. Okay, so the way we figure out how to do the sleeve and you gotta make sure that you put the sleeve on the right side, on the correct side, right? So I have my bodice, and this is the outside. So I know that my front notch is the single notch, and then my double notches are on the back side, right? The double notches.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn my sleeves inside out so that the pretty side, the side that's gonna be seen, is now outside.
Got it.
I'm gonna just do that for both of them. And then I'm gonna look at my sleeves and I'm gonna find which one corresponds to my bodice. So does this one have a single notch on the front and double notches on the back? It does. That's the way I know that they go together. That this is a sleeve for this side of the dress.
Got it.
Okay, so do yours match? Are you figuring yours out? Yeah, figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
Cool.
Bodice. Huh. There's two in the back there. This one. Strange. I'm just gonna go with it. I think we're fine. This one has them.
So your big old poofy sleeve, right? So your big sleeve. So you got your, okay, so the next part is you're gonna pin the front notch. So you have your bodice, right? You got your bodice.
Yep.
And you got your sleeve. So
Yep.
that the front notch lays over it. And then you see from the underside, you pin it. I'm just gonna match and pin. Are you able to see it? Sorry.
I think so. I'm in a problem where because my bodice isn't sewn to my skirt yet, it's going to be a nightmare.
Ah, okay.
So I'm trying to decide if I should just, because it's kind of stretched out now anyhow, I'm like, should I just repin for that second video and just get this done now? But then I'm like, I'm not going to scream. But I also have like this sleeve that like did this. So
Hold on, let me see that again.
is this going to be hidden?
Yeah, I mean, all of that stuff's gonna be hidden because it's all on the edge, so
Okay.
it's fine.
As long as it pulls.
Yeah, because those threads are gonna be pulled to do all the gathers.
Yeah. I don't know why this one doesn't. Yeah, see, this one's not pulling. Fuck.
You can pull it from the other side, then pull it from the other end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So because you have two long tails on both sides, that means that you can pull from either side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it will. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Where's the money? Yeah. So that will be, because it's so ugly, I'm just like overwhelmed by that.
It's okay. It's gonna be like that from the beginning. It's just gonna look a little crazy
Okay.
in the beginning. It is
Okay.
gonna look a little crazy.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna undo the skirt and I'll just do that so we can do this now. Cause I think that I have more of a grasp on the skirt.
Okay.
We started it together and sleeves are a problem for me. So, and I know you have that video that you expertly did. So I'm just gonna unpin this guy. Now I have all the pins in the world. Let's go. Okie dokie. Some of it will stay pinned together. So do you do sewing lessons for like super beginners often?
Yeah. Well, I even do the sewing machine 101. So you can actually learn everything about your machine first before you even start sewing.
Smart.
Yeah. Yeah, when we used to be able to go to pre-pandemic, I used to do sewing machine lessons at my friend's shop. He had a shop specifically for drag queens.
Oh.
So it was really cool. Everybody would come, like drag or not, like queen or not. It was everybody could come.
Costume.
Yeah, people could just work on like anything for their wardrobe, you know. It was good. I love teaching the sewing machine. I love teaching sewing machine 101 because definitely it, especially with vintage sewing machines.
Yeah.
It's like the guts are the same, but the body is different, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
It's figuring all that out.
So now I didn't realize that this was the shoulder. So there's that.
Nice.
So things are better over here.
Awesome.
Always learning.
Yeah.
For this guy is yup. And yup. Okay, we're good. So to pin, like you were doing before my mental breakdown. How did you do that again?
Okay, cool. So
This
to
is
do it, I'm gonna I see my bodice. Okay, I see my bodice. My bodice, I have my front notch.
Yep.
And then on my sleeve, I see that single front notch also.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm getting my bodice and I'm getting my sleeve, and then I'm kissing them together. So kissing those, the two notches together.
Yeah. Kiss.
And then I'm pinning on the inside of the garment.
So that's your 1/2 inch seam allowance, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Pinch to a 1/2 inch. Oh, she's beautiful. I'm so excited for these to have this feeling. Okay.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna go downward into, I'm gonna find my armpit seams. So I'm finding my armpit seams on the bodice, which is the side seam. And then I'm also finding the armpit seam on my sleeve.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pin those together.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay, so you got your pits together.
Sure do.
Okay, then I'm gonna find my double back notches. And I'm gonna pin those to the double back notches that I have on the bodice. Ba, 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 ba. Finding. Alrighty. And next one I'm gonna find is the shoulder notch.
Okay.
And the shoulder seam. And those two are gonna be pinned together. The shoulder notch and the shoulder seam. So now you should have what looks like this.
Uh-huh.
You've got your armpit seams pinned together, which is your underseam of the sleeve and also your side seam of your bodice.
Yep.
You got the single notch, which is your front notch. You got your shoulder notch and your shoulder seam. You got those pinned together. And then you got the double notches on the back of your bodice and the double notches on your sleeve also pinned together.
Yes.
Cool. So now all this bulkiness that's inside, that is what you're going to be gathering. Okay. So you're going to grab those tails, get those tails, and this takes your own finessing. This takes time. No, there's no rush. Don't worry, there's no rush. You're gonna grab your tails of your threads and then slowly start to pull. I grab both of the tails that are on one side. So I grab these tails, okay? I'm grabbing these tails and I'm just gonna start pulling at them. So you see, like it starts to create the gather, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm just gently pulling at them to create the gathers. And like I said, it takes your own finessing. It takes time. There's no rush. And the reason that there's double threads is because there is always a possibility of one thread breaking.
Yep, that just happened to me.
Yeah, or one thread pulling out also. And okay. So that's why it's always good to have double threads when you're doing gathers.
Little guy.
So I gathered from one notch, that beginning part, I already started. I gathered all this and I'm already up to my shoulder seam. So now that I did this side, I'm gonna just leave that there and I'm gonna get the tails from the other side, from those double notches. I'm gonna grab those tails. And then I'm gonna start pulling on those tails now and start gathering this side of the sleeve. Does it make sense? Are you good?
Sense. I'm not good, but it makes sense.
Cool. You're like, not good, but it makes sense.
It's because I had that weird way of doing it.
Uh-huh. How you stopped at the top?
Yeah, I just think I'm like kind of wish I could do this without the pins, but it's working. It's just like certain parts aren't working. You know what I'm saying? Like some might be tight because like I overlapped thread or something.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't want to rip another one, but things are happening. See?
Cool. Good.
Happening.
Yeah. I think you're good. I think you're good.
A little uncomfortable learning, but it's totally fine.
Things are happening.
That's where I broke that thread, but it is pulling. Yeah, I pulled out one of my needles because it was interrupting me, but I think we're on the way here.
All right.
Oh my God, yeah, we are. It just felt like I was in a mirror maze. Breathe, please. Is she okay? Maybe she is okay. She could be doing something. She might be doing something,
Rosa. Awesome. She's doing something. I like to hear that.
Boy. Repin. Wow. Honestly, sewers are the most patient people. And that's why I'm not a patient person. So this is really teaching me so many things.
It's teaching you beyond sewing. It's also teaching you some patience, huh?
Sure is. It sure is. So I'm just yeah, there we go.
Yes. You're like, something is happening.
Do as I say. There we go. There's just so many strings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. All right, Mag gathers. I have gathered one side, the front with a single all the way to the shoulder. And then I've gathered my from my double notches all the way to the shoulder. So this is what mine looks like.
Cool.
Cool.
Super organized and beautiful. You are the teacher.
All right, let's see what trying to figure out what's going on with this little bit of fabric that I have excess. Hmm.
That. Oh Lord, I made a mistake, but you know what? Okay. Because I know that there's the armpits here. Yes.
Gathers, gathers, gathers. Okay. How are you feeling about yours?
She needs a minute.
Cool.
You found your gap. Woo. There, come on, buddy. Just agree with me for once.
Hey, all right. She's
Okay.
poofy.
She's poopy as hell. Okay. My goodness.
All right. So what we're going to do with this is put like a couple more pins, and that way these gathers stay in place, because we're going to do just a stitch that is not seen. So not a 1/2 inch seam allowance stitch, just a stitch that's going to keep this sleeve on the bodice. Okay.
Now I was doing.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I think my internet did its thing.
Horizontal. You good?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, so I've been pinning these horizontally instead of vertically. So I'm just kind of redoing that.
All right. So let's see. The gathers are done up here. The gathers are done.
Okay.
Okay. So is yours kind of like this now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Doing it on the other side.
Oh my God, I could cry. This is beautiful.
Oh, yay! Oh, you're doing it.
Oh, she's happening. There's still the you.
Things are happening. That's the best.
They are. No, I really could cry. Move to tears.
Oh. Okay, so I want to make sure that your entire sleeve now is pinned.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna sew this sleeve. Let me finish one more pin.
Yeah, I might make sure that the hidden stuff is more hidden. Okay. Yes.
Okay. I don't know why. I had so much excess. I had a little bit of excess, like my notches didn't exactly match. So I pulled out I pulled out a pin just so that I could make sure that everything falls really smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure it falls all smoothly because I'm not trying to mess with my bodice, you know.
Oh.
I can mess with the sleeve, but I'm not going to mess with the bodice.
Yeah, the sleeve can hide stuff, but
Yeah.
the bodice cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm like,
Okay. I'm just going to kind of pulling from that little bottom part so they match up because I'm not going to mess with the bodice alignment. The sleeve is fine because it's got so much poof. It's got so much volume. It's got so much excess. It can get, can mess with that. That's fine. God, such pretty sleeves.
so pretty.
They're so pretty. Yeah, so now like my single notch and my double notch aren't exactly matching, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure my next sleeve is my weirdo sleeve.
Uh-huh.
One that had that moment, but
Right.
it's gonna be fine.
Yes, it's gonna be, yes, it's gonna be fine.
Should I pin that one or are we gonna do one at a time?
We'll do one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so does your sleeve look like this now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get to the machine now.
Okay. I'm like impressed because my last sleeve was so bad.
Yeah, mine was put in the wrong hole. So yeah, there's that.
Yep. Anything we can do it.
So does your machine, you're able to take this part of your machine out?
See, I saw that I can. Oh my God. My presser foot. All the accessories I have been looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
Button holder. I think I do. I got it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a good day. Thank you, St. Patrick.
Oh,
I got my green nails. I got my
Awesome.
curl on, and I have my green dress. There we
So
go.
perfect.
No one can pinch me.
How perfect. Now you know. Now you can like explore. Yes.
Oh my god.
That is your buttonhole foot.
Buttonhole foot.
That's your buttonhole foot.
I had to buy these online because like I was like tying it on with a scrunchie. No idea.
Wait, let me see. Let me see what I got. Okay, so that is for when you're doing quilting.
Oh,
so, yeah.
She might do it.
She might.
Some needles. The brush, which is very important.
Open your brush. It separates. Open it. Open it.
Ooh. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. Another thing. This holds it up, right?
Yeah, that's for your other spool of thread. Mm-hmm.
More importantly, is this for buttons?
That is it. Yeah, that's a new foot that you can use for anything. Yeah, for piecing or for
Another foot.
yeah, that's a zipper foot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have this.
That's a screwdriver, so you can take your needle out.
Oh, for the right there. Okay, cool. Got some more bobbins. This cushion.
That the cushion goes like where your thread would go, you know. The cushion.
Oh, and then this guy.
That, let me see closer. Oh yeah, that goes also like where your thread like where.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yay!
What a relief. Honestly.
All
Cool.
the presents. You got all the presents.
Really able to do things now. Okay. So that's off. And what do I do when it comes off?
Okay, so now
That just makes more room for me?
that is now, so you can sew things that are like an armhole or an ankle.
Yeah.
You know, the hem of an ankle of your of the pants, you know. So now you have more room down there so you can maneuver stuff.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
So mine will just hang out open, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All righty.
Let me one more time. So that one, pull it. So it's open, so you can close it. So close it, and then pull it out to the left. Pop it out.
Ooh. That's where I get confused. Like, wow. Okay. You've taught me so much. Wow. She's
There
a
you
real.
go. There you go.
Oh my God. Where do you start?
Awesome. All right, so let me just plug my phone in right quick because I'm at like 3% and I'll get back to my machine. All right, everybody still there? Everybody still there? Everybody still there?
Okie dokie.
All right, cool. Back to it. It's a beautiful day when you find out that your machine can do more than you've already been doing.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I have like the Singer app. I have watched videos, but unless you're searching for
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
it, it's a little your own. So
So, right now I'm putting my armhole. So you're putting the whole armhole through it. Yay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Okay, clearing this area a little bit. Holy moly.
So I'm gonna make sure my edge is not, okay, sing it again, is not at the 1/2 inch mark, because this is not the final seam. This right what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna sew so that this sleeve stays on on the bodice. That's all we're doing. So we're not gonna do the 1/2 inch seam allowance right now. This is just a holding, just like a holding seam, okay?
Okay. Starting from the armpit.
Yeah, yeah, from the armpit.
Center needle, or does it matter? Well, we want it closest to the edge.
Yeah, yeah, close to the edge. Like close to the edge, or even like 3/8 is fine if you're comfortable with doing 3/8. Cool. That's totally cool too. Totally fine. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go for it now.
Back stitch?
Yeah, yes. And there's so many pins that are gonna be taken out.
Sure thing.
Then we have these little rat tails. Kind of get them out of the way. Shoulder.
Okay. I think
All right, come back around. Almost done.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So let's see how ours look. How do they look? How do they look? How you feeling?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You got a big old poofy sleeve now?
She's poofy.
Woo! Let's see, let's model that poof.
Oops.
Look at that sleeve. Aren't they crazy? Look at that sleeve.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, and then it's going to come back like a ½ inch from there. Perfect.
Well, it's only going to come back a little bit because not even a ½ inch, because remember we only did a small stitch from the edge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be just a little bit more over, but not a lot.
It'll be encasing the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Awesome.
Yay.
What a great sleeve.
Woo, we did it.
Now, like at this point, I'm gonna I'm gonna snip off all of the tails, the long tails.
The confusion.
Yeah, get all that messiness out.
Wow, sleeves are way easier than I thought. Okay.
Yay!
I was doing them a weird way before with the commercial pattern that, like, I think I told you, like, you have to sew the front and back together first.
Yeah.
Without, oh no, you sew one side of the sleeve to the front and then the other to the back. And then
Oh.
you bring it around.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, I would have been confused. Probably would have taken my time with that also.
Like major room for error there, you know.
Yeah. Yes. So many threads. Okay, chop those off. Now, for the lining.
Oh, yes. That.
Okay, so now for the lining. Boop, 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 boop. Let me just put mine together just to double check. Single, double.
Pin at the armpit.
1 second, because I'm gonna make sure. I want to make sure that my notches match my bodice.
Got
So,
you.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Okay, so now the second part, our little tricky part. It's
Okay.
not really tricky, but it does require pinning again.
Okay.
So now our sleeve is still on the inside. I mean, our poof is still on the inside. Okay. And then this is I'm looking at my back right now. This is the back. And then my sleeve lining.
Okay.
I'm looking at the back.
Yep.
And I'm gonna squeeze my fabric.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put my lining over it like this. I'm like, what? Like that? Okay, so one more time. So here's the side seam. This is the side seam.
Side seam here.
Yeah. So the side seam would be the armpit seam, right?
Yep.
The under armpit. So I'm just squeezing it all together.
Okay.
And then this is my lining. This is my sleeve lining. And I'm putting it down like that. Putting it through like that. You see that? So it looks kind of like a little bunch of flowers, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and then I'm gonna pin my armpit seams together. Gonna pin those armpit seams.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I get you. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm just making sure
Yes.
this is on the inside of the garment. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just
Yeah.
double checking.
Yeah.
I think.
The inside of the garment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is, oh wait. Yeah, this is the front.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you matched your notch. You know where your like I'm looking at my the back of my bodice, and I'm looking at those two notches on the back of my sleeve also. So I've already pinned my armpit. I've pinned my armpit, and I'm gonna pin where those notches are.
But slide it down a little more.
Well, that mine kind of match up. Mine kind of match up now. At this point, yeah. But you work yours how you need to.
Yeah, my lining's pretty big. Okay. Is this other notch this side seam here?
Let me see. Which one again?
Is this notch here this seam here?
No. So your side seam, right, would be your underarm. So that should match.
I have that done already.
Okay.
So I'm wondering what this seam is. Yeah, because that's the side seam.
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah.
So if you're going to the left, you have, oh, I see that notch now. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's just, yeah, okay. A little.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Cool.
Tricky is right. Nothing to cry about, but not easy either. We want some attention, don't we? Mine's a little longer.
Is it a little longer? Are you able to just kind of finagle it, just kind of maneuver it?
Okay. Okay, I see. Lily, stop. Oh, she got food, duh. Okay.
So my my shoulder notch and my shoulder seam and the other shoulder notch, they all match up. Are yours good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is what my pinning looks like. I have 4 pins. I have 1 in the armpit, 1 in the shoulder, 1 in my front notch, and then 1 in my back notch.
Okay. I did a lot more.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm like, that's just how I am. I'm very like, all right, just got to make sure I have my basics down.
Yeah.
And those are my basics. Just got to make sure those ones are all good.
Okay.
And then like so what I'm finding is that I have from my front notch to my shoulder notch, and then from my back notch also to my shoulder notch, I have like a little bit of excess fabric, right? That lining fabric, just a little bit, but it's not seen because it's lining fabric, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna kind of like I just did like a little tuck.
Cool.
Yeah, just a little tuck. That's it.
I was gonna give her some food because she's being.
Oh yeah. Chemo.
She knows what makes me annoyed. There you go, really bad. Come on. Okay. All right. So am I gonna slip this on here again?
Let's see. Yep. You're gonna slip it on again.
And the 3/8 again, right?
Now this is starting out. Now this seam is the 1/2 inch. This is your true 1/2 inch seam allowance that you're gonna be doing. Yeah, starting from the armpit, go all the way around.
So this will tuck that stuff in.
Yeah, yep.
So definitely want to make sure I get a 1/2 inch. Okay. She is tight. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Shame.
Wow.
Yeah. This is amazing, first of all. I love
Right? Yours came out. Yeah.
Oh,
For being a beginning sewer, you sew awful fast.
my machine sews fast. I just have to go with it. I'm like, what is that? Got a Lamborghini or something. I don't even know if that's a fast car. I'm gonna take a picture. I know that there's gonna be an end result, but I'm just very excited.
All right. So this is what mine looks like. Look kind of like crazy right there in that little area, but oh well.
Hidden, it's hidden.
So how are you feeling about it?
I love it. There's like one section of my side seam that's showing from the whatever, but I don't care. That's not why I'm doing this dress. Like, I'm doing this dress to have, like I said, my first tattoo. Like, there's gonna be mistakes and stuff, but all you're looking at is a poof sleeve. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you're looking at that major sleeve, right?
Totally understand the whole point of the lining now.
Mm-hmm.
So next is up the cuff, huh?
Isn't it amazing how, like, okay, you just turn it inside out.
Yeah. It made a lot of sense.
Then, yep, there's that lining. And then all of that ugliness is hidden, right?
Do you think, I don't want to mess with it. I'm like, I think I could pinch it in a little more, but then it's going to mess with the bodice. I'm not going to do it.
There you go. You see it. You're doing it. You
Wow.
make those decisions. This is your dress, girl.
Wowie. Wow. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Wasn't it wonderful? It's crazy. Like, oh, these sleeves are major. Oh my,
My first poop sleeve.
poofy, poofy.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she's amazing. Keep calling everything she. Like, sorry, that's what I'm doing right now. Oh my God. So if you wanted, you could fill it with a crinoline or something too in between.
Yeah, yeah, you could fill it with anything like, tulle or crinoline, either way. Yeah.
We don't need to. She's gonna have all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
She's a casual poopy sleeve.
Cash. It's totally cash. So I'm going to go back to the blog to do the share screen.
Yeah.
So now it's that, like, I think we did a killer sleeve. Looks
We
amazing.
did.
Right?
I'm really
Yeah.
proud. Mhm.
So keeping the inside of the garment as clean as the outside, right?
Sure takes a lot of finagling.
You know, this whole line right here takes a bit of finagling. You kind of got to know which way your patterns go, right?
Yeah.
But that's kind of like what is the importance of the notches. You know, keeps the shit together, especially if you don't have a print on one side.
Totally.
Yeah. So next part is gather the lower edge of your sleeve onto the lower edge of the sleeve lining, and then stay stitch into place. Create the sleeve cuffs and then sew them onto each sleeve at the bottom. Because the sleeve is much longer than the lining, it creates an interesting puff shape, as you can see below.
Cool.
Yeah. So do you want to do that together, or do you think you got that?
I think let's do it together. Do one sleeve together, and then I'm so hungry, and I think Shane is too.
Yeah.
I'll do the other sleeve.
Oh yeah.
Do the skirt tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll talk back for Friday or Saturday.
Totally. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do then is pin my armpit seam to my armpit seam. The underseam to the underseam.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
The lining to the, interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
It's pinned together.
And this is going to gather again, right?
Yeah. So because your lining is so much smaller than the sleeve, it's up to you however you want to do like your sleeve, your gathering. You can do the same method of like gathering with the machine, or you can just do like little tucks. I'm just gonna do little tucks.
I think you.
Yeah. Just gonna do a bunch of little tucks.
Wonder how many I need to do, but
so what I'm going to do for the little tucks is since I've already pinned the armpit seam, now I know, like if I just press it down so it's flat, now I know exactly where my top fold is. So that fold, I'm going to just pin it to the other fold of my sleeve lining. Yeah. And then now I have those two. So now I know like they're totally equal.
Yeah.
And they'll be symmetrical when I do all the little tucks.
Would you then do a tuck in the middle of each section?
I mean, you could do like a tuck, one big giant tuck if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, like tuck in the middle.
Oh yeah, you totally can.
Having
Yeah.
a contact.
Yeah.
Cool. To have like a launch pad. Just for symmetry's sake.
Yeah.
In my brain. Okay. Lots of pin skin.
Instead of doing a bunch of tiny little tucks, I'm just gonna do 2.
Yeah.
Just 2.
I've already started all of my tiny tucks.
I like this in the terms of we do get to do a lot of interpretation of your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how mine came out. There's just one, there's just, I'm so like, all right, done, just done. It's gonna be just done.
It's poofy.
Yeah, it's poofy. It's gonna poof because there's already so much volume.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this is like a poof breaker, you know?
Plus, because I have my bird.
You want to see the bird.
Yeah, I do. I want to see that bird.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I'm going to do the stay stitch now on the machine. So the stay stitch is the same stitch that we did, that we kept the gather in the bodice, where it's not the 1/2 inch seam allowance. It's just under.
Oh, 3/8. Got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm starting at my armpit seam. I always start at the armpit seam.
Mm-hmm.
And stay stitch. Stay stitch.
Wait, are you doing this on the inside?
The poofy. What do you mean on the inside?
So you turned it inside out so you can see the lining?
I didn't turn it inside out. No,
So
yours is perfect. No, it's perfect.
Just put it on the end.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
because it's gonna be covered anyhow. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
All right, my stay stitch is done.
I'm almost there. Okay, mine is as well. Ooh.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. So this is the front. So this is my front. And
Uh-huh.
then this is my back.
Yep.
Awesome.
Cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now the band.
So now the band. Cut 2. All right.
Alrighty.
Almost done. Almost done. Woohoo! All right, so for the band, it's first thing is just putting them edge to edge and then sewing that together. So first you're gonna pin edge to edge.
Okay.
And then the other one.
Oh,
Oh,
my bobbin's out.
oh
Oh no.
no. Okay, I pinned my sleeve cuffs. Are you on your sleeve cuffs?
Am.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna stitch mine up too.
I gotta wind this bobbin.
Oh, I have the gardeners going on out here.
Pardon?
I have the gardeners out here. Oh, I wonder if the sound is gonna come up on the video.
Cool. I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So these, I'm gonna do the 1/2 inch seam allowance. Back stitch.
Ah, she's not the neatest bobbin. Oh, I hate when this happens. So when you wind the bobbin, does the tension need to be all the way up?
The tension does not matter.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're going from, so you have your thread and you have your thread on your spool, right?
Yup.
And then you go to the little hook.
Yup.
And then you go on to like the little circle thing.
Yup.
Yeah, and then yeah, you should be good. I'm trying to think if something comes out kind of wonky, it might be because the thread isn't pulled when you first put it on the bobbin. So that could be a reason. If it's looking a little loose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay.
It needs to be taut.
Yeah, because you definitely want your bobbin thread to be nice and tight on the bobbin, right?
Full speed ahead. There she is.
You good? Better?
Yeah, she's better. Sometimes they just don't want to do what you want them to do.
Okay, where is my second one? So I stitched both of my cuffs.
Okay.
I'm going to use my little tool to press it down. Press them, open them up and press them down. Open up, press them down.
Gotcha. Half inch. Half inch. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Open it up. Turn it inside out. Or
No, just I mean just so like you could press the seams open. That's all.
making sure she fits my arms. Okay, we're good here.
Cool. And then fold it up in half like this. So it's thinner.
Enveloping that seam.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then get your sleeve.
Just gonna cut off this string. Okay. Got the sleeve.
Mhm. And then put the band over the sleeve.
Oh no. Oopsie.
And then match up your seam lines, the under arm seam with the seam that you just made. And then just pin it.
Oh wait. The polished edge goes on the bottom or the top?
You're doing raw edge to raw edge. So
Okay.
the raw opened edge of your cuff is meeting up with the raw edge of the sleeve.
Okay. Pin her down.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yay! I noticed that my notches matched up.
Whoa.
There was that one single notch. Remember that? Like, I was like, oh, the notch that I didn't see before
Huh?
that you had done. It was the notch on the lining. It matched up with the notch on my sleeve cuff also. So that's like a nice little sign, you know, that things are going right.
Oh, for sure.
So this is what mine looks like. Yours too?
Halfway done.
Okay.
Oops. Okay. Boop. Okay.
All right, then sew it up.
3/8 again, right?
This is a 1/2 inch. This is a 1/2 inch seam allowance.
Okay.
Because this is set. This is you're done. You're done. This is the finish. So just a 1/2 inch.
Do you roll it in or something?
Did I roll it in? No. It's just the.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the sleeve, the cuff, and then yeah, this is the raw edge to raw edge, and then just sew it up at the 1/2 inch seam allowance.
At the 1/2 inch seam allowance. I guess I'm gonna watch you for a second.
Sure, yeah. So yeah, again, this is my armpit seam,
Yeah.
and then there's the my God, my brain seriously just farted right now. Like boink. Sorry. So the raw edge and the raw edge, the raw edge to the raw edge. And then I'm gonna put it in to my sewing machine. And I got that 1/2 inch seam allowance mark for 1/8 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then that's where I start sewing. Well, that's went off the rails right there. It's okay. Up to the end. Okay, all done. And then just fold it, and now just fold out, just like that. And then you have a clean edge to your sleeve. All done.
That's why I was scared. Oh, oh my God. Okay, I get it now. Wow.
You good?
Mine's not gonna be clean. Did I do it on the wrong side?
Oh.
My God.
You got it.
The brain power behind the people who do the instructions.
Ah.
Wow. Wow, she's so cute.
She is.
Now, I feel mine could be a little tighter.
Okay.
So, should I just...
So to make it tighter, if you want to make it tighter, just remove the armband, remove your armband, and then just do some more tucks on that bottom. You're also going to have to make your armband tighter. So you want to make sure that your armband is the same measurement as the bottom, as those tucks, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
I might, that is a tough one, because I'm like, I don't want to take it off. But I guess you don't think I could just do something under here?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, totally. You can also put like elastic in if you want to go crazy. You want to put elastic in, you can also do that.
Yeah, I love a poofy sleeve. So I'm just like, but I like how polished my armband is and I don't want to mess with it. So I'm just like,
yeah.
How can I'll go there. If I'm to do the elastic, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'll just do both.
Yeah, either way. Well, we good.
Well, I'm very pleased. I'm very excited to do the other side. And we'll meet up again soon.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I'm like this. I love the way that it came out. I'm honestly like, I see where so many different little things could be changed up. But I'm like, oh, I could do this one way, you know, like I could do it another way where it like doesn't even show any of this.
Right.
I think I might. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my armband off. So this was just the purpose of like getting this armband on.
Yeah.
But in order to get like instead of seeing this ugliness right here, you would want to like, you have your armband, right?
Yeah.
And then we fold it in half, right? Just like that. Because we still have this ugliness, right?
Yes.
But so if we didn't want that ugliness right there, we would actually have to like iron down our edges. First, iron them down. I'm just doing like with my finger, right? Just for quickness. So you'd iron one side, you'd iron the other. And you would sandwich in your puff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny because that makes sense. You know, like the French seam was pushed, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it's like there. Now that's you got like two pretty edges, right? Nice.
Yeah.
So then you would just sandwich it in and then sew it on. Right?
I'll probably do that for my other one.
Do it. Awesome. So yeah. Yay! Oh my God, see, this has been so fun.
I'm so excited. Okay.
I'm gonna do my other sleeve. I'm gonna switch up my cuff. And I'm gonna put on all the videos today.
Yeah. So I can finish and then we'll do the buttons next and the hemming.
Yeah.
Which will be like probably the last video.
Yes. We'll be done. Yeah.
What has it been, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Fast for like, we have lives, you know.
Oh, totally.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna eat this dinner. Thank you. I'm so excited and I can't wait to do those videos.
All right then. I'll see you next time.
Okay, have a good night.
Bye. Bye. Awesome. So I'm just gonna wrap up this video. I am so glad we did our sleeve. If the next sleeve comes out the way I want it to, I mean, you're gonna see that too. So now I'm gonna sign off, and man, I can totally hear that. I can hear in the background. I can hear it. Oh my goodness, I can hear the gardeners outside, but whatever. So if you would like to join me next time, you can leave me a comment. I would be so happy to do another pattern with somebody. And it could be, and if it's a free pattern, that's even better. So I can just print out a pattern and we can sew it up together. That would be so fun. If you would like to join me on Instagram, my Instagram is Le Meow Club, because that's also the name of my Etsy shop. So it's Etsy shop, Le Meow Club. So I am going to sign off now. Please join me. Please leave a comment. Please like the video if you like it. Again, this is long form sewing because it is not fast, and we take our time. Just be patient with each other, and this is how I teach my Zoom sewing lessons. So you can book a Zoom sewing lesson through my Instagram. Just hit the book now button. I might also include it in the links below. So please join me. Thank you very much and have a great day.